Japanese manga about a Uighur woman's persecution in China becomes viral hit.
Here's a summary of the article.
Tokyo, a Japanese comic book telling the powerful and tragic tale of a 29-year-old Uighur woman from China has become a surprise viral hit. What Has Happened to Me, a testimony of a Uighur woman, recounts the story told by Miragal Tursun, a member of the Muslim minority in western China that has faced relentless crackdowns from authorities in Beijing. The manga, as all comic-style works are known in Japan, describes Tursun's imprisonment and torture by the Chinese government, the death of one of her young children while in custody, and of the jailing of her husband for 16 years. Shimizu has not been in direct contact with Tursun, who now lives in the United States with her 2 surviving children, but the artist says she was inspired after hearing about the repression of the Uyghurs and then hearing Tursun's story. In 2015, Tursun flew to her hometown in China with her triplets to see her parents. Tursun's story ends with her returning to Egypt, only to find her husband had followed her to China to look for her, and been arrested and sentenced to 16 years in prison. Tursun testified before the Congressional Executive Commission on China and appeared at the National Press Club in Washington in November 2018.
This post received a score of 21,851, with an upvote ratio of 94%. Here are the top comments in response to this article.
Link to the manga instead of an ad-infested site.
Link to the manga.
Sterilization campaigns. Makes sense. Oops, we don't know why, but the fertility rate of Uyghur people are dropping.
This is literally another Holocaust. Persecution based on race, religion, sterilization, medical tests. Except this is even scarier, China holds so much power in the world, more than Germany did before WW2, and this time, the Russians will be on their side. We all said that this would never happen again, yet here we are. Edit, I forgot to include the fact that they are even harassed abroad. The free world needs to step up. Yesterday.
Second, this type of thing has happened way more than twice. Not that it gets any less horrific each time.
I had already corrected myself in another reply. I shouldn't have said second, rather I should have said another.
The woman in the comic is Miragal Tursun. She's testified in front of the U.S. Congress before, in case any of you want to see that.
Just sitting there in tears while the events of what happened to her are read out loud. I can't even imagine what any of that is like. Grief, sorrow, rage, indignation being violated to this degree. Why can't people just leave each other alone? Meanwhile, CCP thinks it did nothing wrong. The degree of entitlement is incredible.
CCP thinks it did something right. FTFY.
No, you won't find CCP admitting it. Sino simply shout that she's a fraud and a liar, that she actually didn't go through any of that, and that America, Japan, etc. are evil. Deflect, derail, deny. Just standard fascism tactics, which the far right also employs. The pro-CCP bots from Sino are out in full force in this thread. Apparently they get paid social credit for brigading every online discussion about Uyghurs or Hong Kong protests, and their most common approach is whataboutism.
How is Sino not quarantined yet?
Sino should be banned, honestly. Subs have been banned for far less. Fat people hate was banned for being nasty and mean bullies to overweight people. Jailbait was banned for sexualizing minors. Not that those aren't bad, but I'm pretty sure supporting genocide and totalitarianism is far worse than both of those. I'm surprised that T_D wasn't outright banned, as they are full of far-right extremists that openly support genocide, including the one in Xinjiang. But I guess Reddit is concerned about optics.
Can we petition to get it banned? That place is crazy.
A good place to learn about hate subs, or share your concerns about hate subs, and to work on getting them banned is r/against hate subreddits. There are practical steps you can take, and that sub is a good place to start to make change.
This video was automatically created by Reddit to speech. The article and comments in this video were selected from Reddit according to their upvotes, and any paraphrasing was performed by smmry.com, without any human intervention.